Great.
So again,
thank you so much once again.
yes. Thank you so much for inviting us to speak with students today, Klaus. And so as I want to just repeat one more time that what we are talking about is how to choose an LLM, because there are so many LLM programs that are available to students in the US and around the world. And so I'm going to pose some questions that I hope will be helpful to you to consider asking yourself and as you go about your research. And then as I share these questions, I will share about my school, the University of Southern California, or USC. And I was just saying a minute ago, this is a view from our office on the 3rd floor. I can see my parking garage, in fact, where I park my car. So throughout, you'll see some photos of the campus as well to give you a sense of our school. So as Klaus mentioned, we are recording. So we're recording this event and guests in attendance so that the recording can be used for sharing with students who couldn't make the event. I just want you to be aware of that. I think hopefully Klaus and Marcus will remind me towards the end to turn off the recording, because at the end of the presentation, perhaps we may want to consider turning off the recording if students feel uncomfortable speaking up or asking questions because they're concerned about the recording of their voices or their faces. So we want to be careful about that and considerate about that. So maybe we'll discuss turning the recording off if that is something that our attendants want to do. So my name is Ashley Sim. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at the Graduate and International Programs Office at USC Gould School of Law. And I have on this slide our email address that you can use to contact us after today, and also my personal email address as well, should you wish to connect with me directly with any questions that you might have. You may not know anything about our university, so I thought I'd share a brief snapshot of our school. We're a top-ranked national university with 18 professional schools. We're a leading private research university with 100 research facilities and institutions. We're located in Los Angeles, California, and we have a very large graduate student population, about 24,000 students. And a very large international student population, about 9,000, representing 135 nations. I believe USC is second in the country for actually the largest number of international students. And we really pride ourselves on that. It's a very international cultural place, and we love that about USC. And within the US, we're famous for a very strong alumni network known as Trojan Family. We have a very strong spirit at USC about being part of the USC community, being alums who stay connected to each other long after we leave the school. Snapshot about our Gould School of Law. As I mentioned briefly, we at USC have 18 different professional schools, and the law school is one of those. It was founded in 1900 as Southern California's first law school. We're ranked among the top 20 law schools in the United States. We have nationally recognized faculty who bring real-world experience from law firms and businesses into the classroom. And whereas the university, USC, is very large, our law school is considered a very small law school. It has an intimate and collegial learning environment with a 12-to-1 student-faculty ratio. I think it's the best of both worlds. You're part of a smaller community at the law school, but then you're part of a much larger university. USC pioneered interdisciplinary and experiential learning legal education here in the US. And we offer 10 different graduate degrees, drawing students from over 40 countries. So when you're thinking about the LLM, certainly, it is a recognized credential that sets you apart from the competition. It offers specialized training and US law to help you focus your skill set and increase your marketability. It allows you to hopefully work in the US if that's something you'd like to consider, or sit for a US bar exam to increase your appeal to US-based firms and clients. And it provides you with an opportunity to study with a wide-ranging group of international attorneys and law students and JD students to enhance your global network. So you want to choose your LLM wisely. And I suggest you ask these 4 basic questions when you're thinking about starting the process. What are your reasons for pursuing an LLM? What are your academic and career goals? What kind of experience do you want to have? And how will your chosen school help? So you can maybe think about these questions, think about your answers to those questions before you start doing your research, and refer to them as you go about comparing law schools. And I think what I'll do is, as I present different aspects of your law school experience, I'll pose some further questions for you so that you can dive a little deeper. So the first topic would be obviously the academic side. And within academics, let's think about curriculum and specializations. So some questions you can think about as you're choosing your LLM is, does the school offer the courses you're interested in? Are specializations available? Are bar tracks available if that's something that you're interested in? Are you able to take classes with JD students? Are you able to take classes with just LLM students? There are students who want to be with JD students. There are students who feel a little bit nervous and want to be with LLM students only in some of their classes to ease them into the law school experience. Are you eligible to apply for the school's JD program if you're interested? So these are some of the questions you could think about as you consider an LLM program. And as I said earlier at the start, as I pose these questions, as a way to explore those questions, I will share about USC so that you can think about, what those questions mean, but also learn about our school as one of the examples of LLMs that you can consider. So our USC Gould LLM, General LLM curriculum provides a lot of flexibility. There are only 2 required courses that you have to take. And so you can pick and choose a wide variety of classes to allow you to focus your interest or to get a wide-ranging experience in your LLM. You may take classes with JD students, and we also offer some LLM-only classes as well. Many sections are offered for our most popular classes, including the core bar subject courses. And students may prepare for bar exam using our bar tracks. You can also apply to transfer to our JD program if that is something that you're interested in, and you do not have to take the LSAT exam in order to do that. You may, within the general LLM at USC, select a certificate if you would like to add that as part of your degree. It's optional, available, and no additional cost. Some students like to add this on to further focus their studies and to show that they have a specialization in a particular area. So we offer 5 different certificates in business law, media and entertainment law, transnational law and business, technology and entrepreneurship, and alternative dispute resolution. So for instance, this is a certificate checklist that we provide our students. It allows them to see, like, in order to complete a certificate, what the mandatory courses might be and what elective courses that they can choose from in order to complete the 12 units that are required to complete the certificate. So it provides them with an idea of what they can choose from, and it's something that they can refer to as they meet with their with our registration team to select their courses for their semesters. In addition to our general LLM program, we do offer 3 specialized LLM degrees, one in an alternative dispute resolution. So we have our LLM in ADR. We have also an LLM in international business and economic law. And we have a third one in privacy law and cybersecurity. So some students really like their degree itself to show their specialization. So if that is something that is important to them, we do offer these 3 specialized LLM programs. We also offer a 2-year extended LLM for students who are wanting to spend more time in the US. The first year would be focused on improving their legal English skills. It provides more opportunity to take more classes and to prepare for bar exams as well. So for instance, I mentioned that we have a bar track available for students to focus on what courses they may need to take in order to sit for a particular bar exam. The California and New York bar exam are most popular, but if you would like to consider, other bar tracks or bar exams, then you can meet with our career and bar advisor, and they'll walk you through the courses that you would like to take. So I think USC is unique in that it does provide a very easy way for you to be able to think about the classes that you might want to take if you want to be eligible for the bar exam. So we talked about the questions when it comes to thinking about the curriculum and specializations. Also, beyond coursework. So it's not just about taking classes in your LLM. So I would suggest that you ask, when you're doing your research and comparing law schools, whether a particular school offers you the academic support you might need to be successful during your LLM. Because it is hard as you leave your home country, as you study in a different language. There's a lot going on, and it's a 1-year program, and you want to make the most of it. So you want to find out what kind of academic support you're offered. Also, does the school offer hands-on experiential learning opportunities? You might want to enhance your classroom learning. So for some students, that really adds value and experience to their classroom learning. So if that is something that you are interested in, you might want to find out what the law school offers you. So at USC, we have something called an academic excellence program that was created specifically with LLM students in mind. It's a program that offers workshops and one-on-one guidance with our students. That was created by one of our instructors who graduated from USC as an LLM student herself. So she understands what it's like to be an LLM student at USC, and so she created this program. It's free to participate in. It covers note-taking, outlining, exam preparation, time management. We start off orientation week with a course on what it's like, what to expect in a US style law class, which may be very different from law classes taken by the majority of our LLM students. So it's really helpful, I think, to take advantage of that. And as I said, you can go to the workshops, you can seek out individual one-on-one guidance as well. I mentioned bar exam preparation. It is something that is of interest to some students. At USC, we have bar advisors that provide advising for our students on eligibility and course selection. And then they help with registration and the application process for the individual bar exam. And our students are provided complimentary bar prep workshops during the academic year, during their LLM. That was created by one of our faculty members who knows the bar exam really well. He actually worked for a commercial bar preparation course as well, so he understands the kind of materials that are provided by the commercial bar prep courses as well. So those are free to attend, and we encourage our students to take advantage of that. I mentioned experiential learning at USC. It's a big buzzword or words at our law school. Our LLM students can extern at a law firm, nonprofit, or a business for academic credit during their second semester. And we have a director of experiential learning that supports our students with the application process and throughout their externship. And USC has connections with local nonprofits and certain law firms to help our students with that process as well. Professional development is another area that I encourage you to think about. And I do have some questions for you. And this is a picture taken from our orientation. It's Dean Guzman right there, our Dean of the Law School. So a couple questions that you could ask when you're doing your research is whether the law school that you're looking at offers the type of career development you're looking for during your LLM, and whether there are career advisors specifically available for LLM students to give them the support. There are law schools that have career advisors, but oftentimes they're focused on JD students and not so much on the LLM students. So you want to find out, specifically what the LLM students are receiving. At USC, we have 3 dedicated LLM career advisors who are very familiar with LLM students' unique skill set and qualifications. They focus on our LLM students. They do not at all work with our JD students. And so I think that makes USC pretty unique. They provide workshops throughout the year to familiarize our students with the US legal market. They review student resumes or CVs so that they can create a US style resume if they're looking for a job after the degree ends. They will work on cover letters with our students. They will conduct mock interviews as well, so that our students are better prepared as they search for jobs. They also provide individualized counseling with our students so that they can speak confidentially with the career advisors about their unique backgrounds and experience. So our career advisors focus on these workshops and one-on-one meetings. They also help our students with the job search. There are a couple of job fairs that are LLM-only job fairs in LA and in New York. And our career advisors work with our students to get ready for those. And they also provide platforms and postings for job opportunities to share with our students and our graduates as well. And our career advisors provide networking opportunities too. So there are conferences, symposia, workshops that are occurring on campus and in the law school. And we do support and fund our students to attend these conferences. And our career advisors also organize networking events to tap into our alumni network. Another area of thought that you could consider when you are thinking about choosing your LLM is the location of the law school itself. What does the location of the law school offer me for my professional growth during and after my LLM? And what does the location of the law school offer me for my personal growth and enjoyment? Because frankly, it's the entire experience that our students typically are interested in when they're thinking about the LLM. So in addition to the professional growth, the academic growth, they're also thinking about their personal life as well. And I think that's completely valid. So Los Angeles, where USC is located, is the second largest city in the United States, including for the legal market. It is the third largest city in the world for economic activity. So Los Angeles and Southern California offer a wide variety of legal, business, entrepreneurial, entertainment, and technology-focused industry opportunities. Students can network with alumni and industry professionals during the year to gain insights and contacts in their chosen field. And USC has an excellent location central to downtown LA with connections and easy access to courthouses, law firms, and businesses. And of course, Southern California, our students are able to enjoy the sun and very warm weather year-round. We're close to the mountains, the desert, and the beaches. Our university campus is a beautiful and urban campus in the heart of Los Angeles, close to museums, sporting events, and diverse neighborhoods. It covers 229 acres, comprised of a vibrant mix of green and park spaces, fountains and sculptures, and contemporary and traditional architecture. And it does have a residential community for our students around the campus with shops and restaurants to go to. You can see our map here. USC Gould is located in the center of Los Angeles. The lines are and the M stands for our metro, our subway lines. You can see that an hour north of us is to the mountains. That's where I live. To the west of us, you can get to in an hour to the beaches, and to the east, you can't see it from here, but a couple hours away is the desert. So, you know, it's a wonderful place to study and also to have some fun during the year. Finally, you might want to think about some additional support. So in addition to the academic and professional support services, what else does the school itself offer to support me before, during, and after my studies? So USC Gould has a very large dedicated staff of advisors who exclusively support our international LLM students with all aspects of student life. So admissions, visa applications, curriculum advising, registration, academic support, US bar exam preparation, career development, student programming, alumni support. I think I talked about a lot of this already, but for instance, student programming, which I didn't talk about, we have an advisor on our staff who focuses on providing programming throughout the year to help our students socialize with one another, take advantage of a wellness program that USC offers. She puts on a lot of fun programs as well to get you to understand the US culture and to get to know other students in the program. So we're really trying to think not only of our students as academic beings, but also whole beings who are there to really make the most of their time with us. Of course, I mentioned our alumni network. And we also have international USC offices to support our students and alumni as well, including in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And so hopefully if you've had a chance to connect with Marcus before I started my presentation, but he's the director of our USC Brazil office in Sao Paulo. And I have included his email address so that if you would like to connect with him, and that might be a great way to learn a little bit more about USC as well. And he is Brazilian and fluent in Portuguese, and that is always helpful to our students. And another area of support, of course, would be scholarships. And we do have specific scholarships for Brazilian students. Several years ago, the dean of the law school made Brazil a real priority and a focus of attention. We really want to see more Brazilian students join our community. And we have scholarships for our students. We understand that it is very expensive to pursue LLM studies, particularly in a big city like Los Angeles. And so for all of our Brazilian students who are admitted into our LLM program, we offer half tuition scholarship. And we do offer a full tuition scholarship as well for one of our students. All applicants are automatically considered. So you don't have to apply separately for that scholarship at all. We know who you are. So if you are an LLM applicant, an admitted student from Brazil, you will definitely receive a merit scholarship. And so I hope this is helpful to you as you think about how to go about evaluating LLM programs that are out there in the US. As I said before, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, you can reach out to us. This is our general email address, but you can certainly reach out to me as well, and I will put my email in the chat box as well. So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And Klaus, what do you think? Should we stop the recording? Would that help with our students, or what would you like to do?
Yes, if maybe I could just ask the questions that are in the comments that were already sent, and then after that we could turn it off. Would that work?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. First of all, thank you so much for the presentation. It was amazing. It was great to learn a lot more about USC and also specifically about the law program. And some of the comments here. So something that I did, I ended up sharing the link to get inside the Zoom conference, and then everybody who's joining now is joining with my name, so it's kind of funny. You'll see lots of my name in there.
I knew that was happening, Klaus.
I was curious about that.
Right, yeah, so I shared now on my Telegram channel the link that I received to my email, and I didn't know people who would join would have my name. So that was kind of funny. But...
Okay, I thought you had a lot of brothers and siblings.
Big family. Well, anyways, some of the comments here, and I'll go ahead and read some of them. So that's awesome, the possibility of going into the JD without LSAT. Are clinics and journals open to LLM students too?
Generally, the law journals are not open to the LLM students because the LLM students are there for only 1 year, and the journals you have to compete to get on the year prior. And so unfortunately, the law journals are not generally open. Clinics, it depends. So as I mentioned, there are a lot of experiential learning opportunities available. So for instance, let's say you're interested in alternative dispute resolution and you want to participate in our mediation clinic, you can certainly do that. And so it really, I would encourage our students to, when they first come, take a look at all of the student organizations and the clinics and knock on the doors and see if they can participate. Sometimes the clinics are looking for language strengths and unique backgrounds as well, which our LLM students may bring to the table more so than the JD students. So I would encourage our students to knock on the doors of the clinics and see how they can get involved. And also speak with that experiential learning director that I spoke about, because he can definitely suggest lots of different ways to get involved with clinics, not only at the law school necessarily, but in Los Angeles as a whole. So there are lots of different ways. If you're looking for ways to enhance your classroom learning experience.
Well, another comment here says, what she shared about having career services prepared to help LLM students is very important to consider. Those are the guys who help you land on a job before or after you graduate. And you don't need to figure out about the job market in the US all by yourself. So that's really good. It's a great thing about USC.
Yes, I agree. I think that having career advisors who put on these workshops to tell you about the US job market, tell you how to prepare, what potential employers are looking for, how to really highlight your particular strengths. I think that all of that is really important. So yes, I would definitely encourage our LLM students to take advantage of all those. I mean, I think our students are very busy, but we always encourage them to take advantage of all of the free workshops that our career advisors put on, and also meet with them individually. I think that is a wonderful way for you to take advantage of the individualized counseling they offer as well.
Yeah, I would like just to add just one point about this, because USC is very recognized because of its alumni network, and it's also helpful for Brazilians who wants to apply for a job in America. And also we already have a good Brazilian network here and there, right? From USC. And if any one of you wants to research or to Google the Trojan family, you will understand what I'm talking about, how strong is the USC alumni network. So USC students are known as Trojans. So you can Google the Trojan family and you'll find out what about what I'm saying.
Well, a last question that was left in the chat was, if you could comment a little bit about the application process. Do you accept applications only through LSAC?
Yes, so the applications are accepted through LSAC. If for some reason you have a very unique circumstance that prevents you from going through LSAC, then just let us know. We will help you. Some students have very unusual circumstances, especially during the pandemic. We had to deal with all kinds of things. Universities that are closed, universities that will not provide transcripts, all kinds of challenges and difficulties. And so we will work with you. So if for some reason you cannot go through LSAC, let us know, and we'd be happy to advise you on what could be possible. What else can I share about the application process? Certainly, we are looking for a TOEFL or IELTS exam, unless you are a US citizen or permanent resident or a native speaker, or you have completed a degree at the university level in English, or your law program was taught in English. So those are the waiver categories, but other than those, almost everybody has to do a TOEFL or IELTS, and we don't have a minimum score that we're looking for. So, we would like to see 100 on the TOEFL or a 7 on the IELTS, but, don't feel like, that is a must. We will look at the whole application itself and contact you if we feel that your exam score is on the low side. So for instance, if we do feel like it's on the lower end, we may suggest that you consider the 2-year LLM so that you can work on your legal English that first year. But yes, take the exam if you can. I know that during the pandemic, things are a little bit more limited. Hopefully things will become easier for our students to apply.
Yeah, Claudio, and actually I'm just, I want to share with you actually a question that we received during our conversation earlier on Instagram about the online program, the LLM online program. Someone, I don't remember her name, she asked about scholarship opportunities for online LLM programs. Do we have some?
I don't know the variety of online scholarships. The scholarships available for online LLM, because I don't work on the online programs at all. But I'm happy to inquire with my colleagues who are involved on the online LLM side and find out. So, the student can connect with me, and I will put my email address in the chat box as well. I provided our general email address too, but either one is fine. Let me know if that person is wondering about the online LLM and the scholarships that go along with that. I can always reach out to my colleague and find out about that.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Ashley. If you would like to finish the recording here, that would be great. And then we could see if anybody else would like to ask any other question. But it was really good presentation. Thanks a lot for bringing all these things up, and also for showing the willingness and flexibility that USC has to understand the so many diverse circumstances